offseason, but even more so this offseason.
And lost some offensive linemen, too.
Yeah. And you got Seattle with offensive line issues and running back issues because you never know when Lacey might hurt an ankle again. To me, the NFC is wide open.
Agreed.
So I think the NFC is the Packers for the picking. So I think anything short of a NFC title game appearance, if not Super Bowl appearance, is going to be a disappointment for me. But what are your predictions on the Packers this year?
Absolutely. Barring injury, especially to a certain position that we won't even mention, there's no doubt. I mean, I totally agree with you. I think Dallas, Dak Prescott, had an amazing offensive line in front of him, and not to take anything away from that kid, he had an amazing year. Zeke Elliott, an amazing year, but there's definitely some baggage there. I think the Giants, I think the Giants could win that division. Don't sleep on the Giants. They've made some big upgrades, and I think they could be there too. Seattle, I agree with you. There's a lot of infighting going on there too. Richard Sherman continues to run his mouth, which we know that's what he does, but there's not a lot of harmony going on between the defense and offense and Russell Wilson and him. So there's that. I mean, Eddie Lacy there, listen, good for Eddie Lacy. I mean, it's going to be hard for me to see him against us the first game of the season, but you know what? They gave that cat so many opportunities, and he blew it. The Packers didn't. He absolutely, screwed himself out of a really good career, with the Packers. And Atlanta, listen, there's no doubt about it. That is going to hurt them. That Super Bowl hangover, that's going to be around. Hopefully it's around enough when we play in the second week of the season when they open up that new dome, because that's going to be challenging for us. But if you look at maybe throwing out numbers which may not matter, I think 11 wins, 12 wins, I think is achievable for this team. And I agree with you. If they fall short of the NFC Championship game and really the Super Bowl, because they are built to win right now. They have a great mix of veterans and young guys, and they should have this for the next couple of years. And I don't blame Ted Thompson at all. He went out and he got some very good pieces, albeit, kind of on the cheap, but that's what he does. And I think there's a good mix here. And I think Rodgers is super focused. I think he is all about football right now as a single man. So I'm expecting really good things. I think it should be an amazing season. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to kind of see where they go. But if they stumble out of the gate and things sputter, that to me is unacceptable. They have to get a fast start.
Yeah, definitely need to get a fast start. And with that, I do want to thank you for spending some time this afternoon with me, talking some sports and talking Brewers, Packers especially. And before I do, I'll let you go. How can listeners follow you and interact with you via social media?
Probably the best way is my Twitter. I mean, that's probably the fastest way. Sports or weather, all of the above. I mean, I'm on there all the time. So you can find me at CBS58Drew. And there's a blue check mark. It's verified. So really Twitter is probably the best way. And that's where typically I'll talk, sports. And I love to talk sports all the time on there, but obviously I have to limit it somewhat, especially with weather. But no, I'd love for you to follow, and a lot of times when folks follow me, I'm going to follow them back because I find it really interesting just kind of tracking people around the state and all the cool things. And I learn so much from our viewers and people on social media about great things that are going on in our state. I mean, it's been a while since I've lived here. I mean, so being back here, it's fun to explore and all that. So I'm thankful for you to invite me on here, and you've been very kind to me, helping to promote me as well. I don't I don't take that for granted, so I really appreciate that.
I know you said it's a couple years since you've been back. Welcome back to the state. The state found the city and the state found a great asset with you coming back, and enjoy many more years of you, keep helping Wisconsin stay on top of the weather, especially the southeastern Wisconsin area. So
you bet.
So enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and once again, thanks for coming on.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, buddy.
Yep. Have a good rest of your day.